Have you ever watched a movie or listened to native English speakers and thought, wait, what did they just say? You understood every word, but somehow the meaning still escaped you, right? Well, that's because real English, the English that native speakers actually use, is nothing like what you have learned in your textbooks. It's messier, it's faster, and honestly, it's way cooler. So today I'm going to teach you the advanced English phrases that native speakers use every single day. These are the expressions that will make you sound fluent, natural, and honestly like you belong to an English speaking country. So, what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about filler words. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't filler words bad? Well, no. They're actually the opposite of bad. They are like your secret weapon to sounding natural. Here's the thing: native speakers don't speak in perfect sentences. They pause, they think, they use filler words to keep the conversation flowing. Without them, you sound robotic. With them, you sound like a real human. Let's go through the top filler words you need to know. Number one is actually. Actually. This is huge. Instead of just saying a fact, native speakers soften it with actually. For example, actually, I really like that restaurant. Actually, that's a great idea. It sounds more conversational. Try it for yourself. Number two is basically. Basically. Use this to simplify or summarize what you are saying. For example, basically, what I'm trying to say is the movie was boring, or basically, we need to fix this problem today. It buys you thinking time and sounds natural. It's a win win. Now, the next one is I mean. This phrase is everywhere in natural speech. It's like a verbal comma. You use it to clarify, to rephrase, or to soften what you just said. For example, you can use I mean, the presentation was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but it was fine. Or you can use as I am not angry. I mean, I'm a little frustrated, but not angry. It's super casual, it's super natural. The next one is you know or yeah, no. Native speakers contract this to yeah, no, or even just yeah. It's like inviting someone into your thought process. For example, yeah, no, I was thinking about going to New York. Or, you know, that's probably isn't a good idea. It makes your speech sound more relaxed, more conversational. Now let's talk about casual responses. These are the phrases you use when someone asks you something and you want to sound natural and not like a textbook. The first one is what's up. This is the greeting in modern English. It doesn't literally mean what is above your head. It's just a friendly greeting. For example, a friend would say, "What's up?" And you would reply, "Hey, not much, just chilling." It's super informal, super friendly, and super natural. Next is not much, or all good, or just chilling. When someone asks, "What's up?" you don't actually tell them, "What's up?" You use one of these responses. For example, not much, just working on some stuff. Or, all good, how about you? Or, just chilling at home. These are the responses native speakers use. Memorize them. Next one is I am good versus I am doing good. Here is the difference. The native speakers use both. Okay. So I am good equals to I feel fine. And when I say I'm doing good, it means I feel fine and I'm having a good day or a week. For example, how are you? And you would reply, I'm good, thanks. And someone would ask, how's everything going? And then you would reply, I'm doing good. Work's been great. Both are totally correct and both sound natural. Now, the next one is not my thing. When something isn't something you like or do, you say it's not your thing. For example, do you like dancing? And you could reply, nah, it's not really my thing. Want to come rock climbing? And you can say, nah, heights aren't my thing. Want to come rock climbing? And you can say, nah, heights aren't my thing. It's super casual and super honest. Next one is me too, or same, or tell me about it. These are how you agree with someone in a casual way. For example, a friend would say to you, I am so tired today. And you could reply, yeah, me too, or same, or even tell me about it. Tell me about it is especially American and it means I totally understand what you mean. Next one is I messed up. When you make a mistake, native speakers often just say I messed up instead of the formal I made an error. For example, I am really sorry. I messed up on that project. Or, yeah, I messed up. My bad. It is honest, it's casual, and it shows you're taking responsibility. Now, next one is like. I know like gets a bad rap. Valley girls use it too much, but in moderation. It's totally normal in casual English. For example, you can say, I was like so shocked when I heard the news. The movie was like amazing. Use it sparingly. You sound natural. Use it constantly, and people will judge you. Balance is key. So the point is, use it only sometimes, not always. Don't make it a habit. The other one is or Here's the secret. Native speakers use and constantly. We use them to think, to process, to make sure we are still talking and haven't frozen up. For example, I think the answer is probably around the corner, or let me think about that for a second. If you don't use these, you might freeze up in the conversation. A quick is way better than silence. Now, the next one is well. This is a British favorite, but Americans use it too. It softens disagreement or buys you time. For example, well, I'm not sure I agree with that. Or, well, let me think about it first. It's polite, it's natural, and it makes you sound more thoughtful. Next is right or yeah. Instead of saying, isn't that true or don't you agree, native speakers just add right to the end of a sentence. It's a question tag that keeps conversation flowing. For example, you work there, right? That was a good movie, yeah? So casual and so natural. Here is something interesting. Native speakers almost never use basic descriptive words. They swap them out with more expressive and more interesting words. Instead of saying is something is big, they say it's huge, it's massive, it's enormous or gigantic. Instead of small, we say tiny, miniature, it's compact, or petite. Let me give you examples of these swaps, like the basic ones. The house is big, and that can be said as the house is massive or the house is huge. Next example, that's a big problem. They can be said as that's a massive problem or that's an enormous issue. Now, the next one is when we say small, it's a small apartment. It can be rephrased as it's a tiny apartment or it's compact or she wore small earrings. It can be said as she wore delicate petite earrings. Now, the next example is funny. That's funny can be said as, oh, that's hilarious, or that's entertaining, or that's witty. Next one is joke. Now, the joke was funny can be said as, the joke was amusing. Next word is sad. I am sad can be said as, I am heartbroken, or I am devastated, or that's tragic. You can say that as, the movie was sad. We can say it as, the movie was heartbreaking or depressing. Next one is tired. Now, I am tired can be said as, I am exhausted, or I am drained, or I am beat. That was a long day can be said as, that was draining, or I am absolutely knackered. It's a British way of saying it, knackered. The next one is happy. I am happy can be said as, I am thrilled, or I am delighted, or I am over the moon. That's good news can be said as, that's wonderful, or that's fantastic, or that's brilliant. It's another secret. Native speakers always contract words. They don't say let me, they say lemme. They don't say give me, they say gimme. They don't say what are you, they say whatcha. These contractions make you sound so much more natural. Let me give you the most common ones. Gonna, which is going to. I'm gonna go to the store. Wanna, which is want to. Do you wanna hang out later? Gotta, it's got to or have to. I gotta finish this work today. Lemme, which is let me help you with that. Gimme, which is give me a minute to think. Kinda, which is kind of. I am kinda tired right now. Sorta, which is sort of. That's sort of weird, don't you think? Dunno equals to don't know. I don't know what to do about this. Didya equals did you? Did you see that movie? Whatcha equals to what are you? Which is whatcha doing right now? Where'd, which is where'd you go yesterday? How'd, how do you know about that? These contractions are essential. Without them, you sound formal and textbooky. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. Start using these phrases today. Don't wait, don't overthink it. Expressions from this video and use them in your conversations this week. I guarantee you will notice a difference in how natural you sound. And hey, if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss part 2. In part 2, we will dive into phrasal verbs and idioms that will absolutely blow your mind. So, I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.